You Can Become a Hero by Orphaned Account on AU3. Episode 10, Chapter 7. Hawks Come Back. It had been 30 minutes since Hawks retired to his room. The sobs halted every so often, but would start up again soon after. Dabi had moved from the dining room, now sitting with his back pressed against Hawks's door, unable to bring himself to test the knob. It was likely locked, anyways. His fingers twitched to grab a cigar, but he was able to catch himself. It wasn't the time for that. Hawks, he called, head rolling to the side idly as he closed his eyes, listening for any change. Do you want me to make dinner? No. Hawks called back, hiccuping after every word for his next sentence. I'm not hungry right now. Okay, Dabi replied. Do you need anything? You left your phone out here. That was a lie. Hawks had his phone on him. He had heard it beep around 8 minutes ago. He didn't know why he lied about something so stupid and obvious, but he was relaxed as he heard a laugh from Hawks. The hero sniffled out as he called. Are you sure that's not the TV remote you were looking at? Dabi grinned. Oh, that's why there's so many buttons. You idiot. Hawks chuckled. Dabi relentless in the noise, but even more of the sound of the door unlocking. He must have sent one of his feathers to do it for him. Hastily, Dabi stood and entered the room. He scanned quickly for Hawks, soon finding him nestled under all his blankets, face blotchy with red and eyes watery still. The letter from before was laying on the bed. Dabi crept towards the bed, limiting his movements as to not scare the hero in his weakened state. He took a seat at the edge of the bed, noticing that Hawks had shed most of his feathers onto the floor. It was clear whether it was to be more comfortable or stress or worry. Very few still clung on, likely kept by Hawks for existence. His hand moved and rested on Hawks's covered leg, giving him a pat before mumbling. You doing all okay? I'm fine, Hawks replied, though Dabi would beg to differ. I'm overreacting. I just need to stay on the down low for a while. Forever? I don't know. Dabi frowned at that, moving his hand to the letter. Hawks jumped to snatch it from him, anything to prevent him from reading it, but was shocked when it burst into flames, the ex-villain barely spreading a glance. Once it was ash, Dabi shook the particles off his hands, and grasped Hawks, still reaching out for the non-existent letter. I thought they teach you better in Hero Course. Just because it's written doesn't mean it's true. Whatever was on that letter, it isn't true. Hawks looked up into his eyes and smiled, though it didn't match his watery eyes. It was true. All of it. I'm not a real hero. I deserve to die for betraying the ones I wanted to protect. And betraying the League. You deserve it for saving me? Hawks felt silent, though his eyebrows knitted together. Annoyed, Dabi knew that wasn't what the hero meant. If he did, he would have kicked Dabi out only after a day. He had reclaimed his past ranking, be a shining star and beacon for all that is good in the world. He'd be magnificent, not crying while clenching his hand. Dabi leaned forwards, placing his other hand to Dabi's cheek. It was wet with tears, and even more began to roll off his pale skin as soon as the scarred man touched him. The hero allowed himself to be guided back down to lie against the mattress. Dabi slipped into place right beside him once Hawk moved to cling to him, shaky like a leaf in autumn. It felt a little weird to be latched onto, as if he were able to actually provide comfort to Hawks, but he accepted the embrace awkwardly, stiffening under his touch. You know that's bullshit. All people are good. That means you too, Mr. Incinerator. Dabi huffed, moving his hand, and messes up Hawks's already unruly hair in retaliation. The hero smiled, eyes drifting along the villain's body before humming, and arching his back forward, pressing the top of his head against the underside of Dabi's chin lightly. He glided their laced hands back, pulling away once Dabi's fingers collided with the base of Hawks's wings. Hawk's hand went to hold onto Dabi once more, muffling a soft please into the scarred neck of the man. Dabi teased as he felt the warm breath of the hero on him. A blush graced his cheeks. He didn't understand why, but he didn't hesitate to pet the bare-boned wing, moving to massage the hero's back. He received a few coos in return of his work, but otherwise the hero remained quiet, turning into putty in his arms. Feeling better? I'm on cloud 9. Hawks murmured in response. Dabi laughed at the comment, then dug the pad of his fingers between the base of one wing and Hawks' back. He retrieved a squawk in return, Hawks beating his wings in discomfort as he pushed himself away. Ow! Sorry, baby bird. Dabi tried his best to repress the grin growing on his lips as the hero scuffed, glaring at the villain before sitting up to loom over him. It was funny seeing him without his feathers. He looked nothing like he did with his wings fully tacked, which gave him an almost intimidating vibe that would unease any villain. I have an odd inkling of a thought that claims you aren't actually sorry. Hawks replied, raising an eyebrow at Dabi's amused expression. He shook his head, setting back down to rest atop the villain, both hands moving to either side of the scarred face affectionately. It felt strange. Strangely intimate, that is. Something that was wrong, but didn't feel that way outright. It only started feeling bad when Dabi's thoughts cut back in. But Hawks needed comfort. If he just wanted something to grab his attention for a while, Dabi could at least do that much. So he allowed the hero to press their foreheads together, and didn't push away when he felt two soft lips touch his nose. Hawks pulled away with a laugh. You seem so docile like this. Hawks hummed mindlessly, his hand moving towards Dabi's hair. Like you're tamed from your old ways. It's weird. Or maybe I'm reaching a new level of laziness. Dabi replied, shrugging. The world may never know. Hawks nodded his head, leaning up to glide a hand down Dabi's cheek and down his chest slowly, stopping right at his stomach. It felt funny as his hands traveled down. Dabi once again grasped at straws to understand what was going on as Hawks beamed. And say, look, I could barely feel your bones anymore. You say that like it's a bad thing. Dabi huffed, pushing his hand away. He sat up, noticing how Hawks was straddling him, sitting back against his knee with a stupid smile on his face. When wasn't that smile on his face? No, it's good. Real good. Hawks finally glanced back to notice how close they were, and the position he was in. Squeaking out an apology, he ungracefully fell down to the sheets, moving away from Dabi. Once he was a fair distance away, he sat up and smiled to himself. Then he turned to Dabi. Thanks. Thanks. Dabi snorted. For what? Making me feel better? Hawks questioned out loud. He thought to himself for a moment, then clapped his hands together louder. Hey, we should make more chicken. And Hawks was back. Finally. It was good to see him again. So, I thought that was heading in a different direction there. Not gonna lie, I thought it was going in a different direction. I'ma be honest, I thought it was going somewhere else. Turns out, it wasn't. But, I swear to fucking Lord's Christ, it was going there. It looked like it was going there. It seemed like it was going there. I could have sworn it would be going there. Turns out it wasn't. So, we're good, I guess. I swear it was going there, y'all. I was in my mind thinking, shit, did I miss a tag? Shit. What was the rating again? I'm like, okay, maybe it's just gonna insinuate it and then it's gonna do that zoom out of view and then we come back after the deed is done and it didn't happen. But I'm like, y'all, you two are it went from 0 to 100. Like, the ship went from 0 to 100. It literally went from 0 to 100. It went from, they weren't dating, they weren't doing anything. There was barely a hint of them actually, like, liking each other, to 100. I'm sorry. That was Okay there, guys. Guys, that was gay. That was gay. And on Valentine's Day month, that makes no sense. And on the most romantic month of the fucking year, February. Actually, I think this is gonna be my first February with a significant other. Yeah, it's my first February with like a significant other, like officially, like dating someone. Not, oh, will they, won't they kind of situation. Not, oh, we kind of like each other, but we're like on and off. No, like I mean like fully together. You know, so I'm gonna have fun. For Valentine's Day, I plan on doing a stream with you guys. The only reason you guys are having me on Valentine's Day is because Sunny is very busy Valentine's Day, so we're not gonna be celebrating Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. We're gonna have a date another time, not on Valentine's Day. It's gonna be super cute. It's gonna be super nice, cute, and adorable. And I cannot wait for that. But this was gay. Can we all agree? On a scale of 1 to 10, guys, how gay was it? Because I'ma say it right now. It was Lady Gaga level gay. Chaperone level gay. Trying to think of other gay artists. I refuse to say Jojo Siwa. No, not Jojo Siwa. I'm sorry. Never. Actually, I'm not sorry. It's just not Jojo Siwa. Not that, no. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.